My name is Kalen. Still sure of this much. As for anything else, that's a little more complicated. I woke up a couple of weeks ago, washed ashore on an unfamiliar beach. My memory was muddled. I guess it still is. I remember being a soldier of sorts, a scout, in a large war against the natives of Thylia. I remember the large battle and falling into the sea. I assumed I'd simply gotten lucky and washed up after that. So I got up and started walking, looking for people who could tell me more about where I was and what had happened in the war. Imagine my surprise when, as I sauntered into a small town, I saw Thylian natives and non-natives working, talking and playing together like it was normal. As I asked around, I made a shocking discovery. That war I remembered fighting in had happened over 5 centuries ago. Everything I had known and held dear, my order, my friends, my family, all were long gone. I was left without a people or a purpose. I wandered around for a while, doing odd jobs to scrape by, trying to collect information about the centuries I had missed. In short, I was utterly lost. But I tried to keep hope that I could one day make sense of it all. Then, one day, as I was traveling from town to town, a strange old man handed me a letter, with my name on it, even though I'd been careful with mentioning it. The letter bid me to come to an inn, the Sour Vintage. I got the feeling this strange invitation could help me get the answers I'd been looking for. So, without hesitation, finally having a purpose again, I started my journey.
Hark, little one, let me tell you a tale long past. No. One more time. Hark, little one, let me tell you a tale long past. No, this is useless. Can't. Not right now. Greetings from the far reaches of the heartlands. I am Procyon, chief of the Oran nymphs residing near Willowreach village as their guardians. I've spent the last 53 years of my 153 years of existence being a bard and leader to grace all with fame, luck, and prosperity within my territory. There is trickery afoot, however. I am looking for my brethren, but no one seems to remember their existence, nor their feats in protecting our home. People of the village seem to believe these feats were all done by me alone. I cannot accept this. I was only away for a day, a single day. The traces of their existence haunt me. What happened? Who did this? Why? With the stars fading to dawn, the disappearance was quiet and sudden. I must find them. I must. The precious Orion is also out there. So I have responded to this letter. A traveler on the road handed this to me. some reason he knew exactly who I was. This may be the only lead I have.
Greetings. You may call me Zana. I have traveled a great distance to reach this house of rest and meeting. My home is far up in the mountains, where the snow-clad peaks meet the clouds of the azure sky. My skin and hair match the granite color of the stone I hail from, and my green eyes reflect the hue of the ore that sheltered my unborn form. I wear the armor of my tribe, and my head is covered by a skull. The tribe that raised me is small and caring, in their own way, and though Kalomira, the woman who took me in, is no longer among the living, I will always cherish her memory. She took me from the darkness of the mines into the radiance of the wilds. These precious creatures are gifts to the world, and it is my fondest wish to prove to them that Kalomira did not make a mistake in bringing me into their midst. I am happy that my protector has not been around to witness the strife of the past few years. As for how I found myself here, I was tracking a beast near a small village when an old man stopped me on the road and handed me this note. As I watched this well-preserved mail, a small bell rang in my mind, pulling at the strings of my dreams. As I read the note, I knew I had to follow its fate call.
My name is Lyra Galanis, and I grew up on the east side of the old woods, near one of the cliff's edges on the Cerulean Gulf. I would love to soar the skies and dive its waters. I'd be able to spend days and days there, just enjoying the view and the solitude, forgetting time completely. This is often when my Aunt Celia would come and find me. I don't really know why I like spending my time here, but I keep getting drawn back here, even if I have to pass through the woods and attract unwanted attention. But it's worth it. On the way back through the forest, Aunt Celia would often lecture me about staying away for so long, but I don't really listen anymore. Not really. Because I have to stay vigilant. Because most of the time, when Aunt Celia is with me, they leave me in peace. But you see, whenever I leave my village or my spot at the cliffs, small creatures will appear around me, and they would start making fun of me. Pixie would pull my hair, call me names. Goatlings would gnaw at my dress. Some creatures even tried to make me trip, and the times they succeeded, I could hear laughter all around, as if these creatures were only here to enjoy my misery. My aunt says to ignore them, but this doesn't really help. But my village is a quiet one. Most of the other sirens don't really talk to me, and I'm not really one for conversation, so I'm fine with being left alone. I do, however, enjoy the company of my aunt, especially the time we spend with our cards and trying to discern their meaning, because these cards mean everything to me. They're the only thing I have left of my mother. That's why I consult them every morning. My aunt taught me how to read them, and they have been a great comfort for me during my years. I've always trusted them, and they have never let me down. One day, the cards told me a new path would open up for me, a path that would change my life. And that day, a knock sounded on the door, and the invitation from the oracle was delivered. I knew then I had to go.
he turned into a banana again.
A good afternoon. Here we are again. At least we are with currently 3 of us. I hope Lyra will join us soon as well. Witton couldn't manage today, so we're gonna play without him. Last time, the group managed to defeat a giant boar, which was corrupted by the Titans. But the complete story can be found in there. So the group defeated the giant boar. Zana got killed. Was brought back to life by Kyra by the power of Mitros. And they went back to the Sour Vintage to spend the night. And they were welcomed as heroes of the Heartlands. They had a very nice evening, went to bed with the idea they would go to the Oracle the next day. So they all went to sleep, and the next morning they woke up to find that Witton wasn't there anymore.
Ah.
So you're in your room, all of you, and you have no idea where Witton is.
Are all of us awake now?
If you want, you can say you wake up.
I think probably Procyon would be awake. I don't know if he would be awake first, but he would wake up pretty early since he would always have to as a village chief.
The only thing I know is Witton woke up first.
Right, yeah. Procyon being the man that he is, I'm sure that his bed was right next to Witton's in the order. I don't... Anyway.
Sorry? What did you say? I didn't understand that.
Oh, I said, Procyon being the way he is, I'm sure he picked the bed that was next to Witton's.
Perhaps.
Is there a reason
Perhaps. Other than the view, no.
Okay.
Probably.
I mean, Kaylin would also be up pretty early, and they would be making their bed, just making everything tidy.
Then probably Procyon and Kaelon would wake up at the same time. And upon seeing Witton not being there, I don't think Procyon would be too worried at first, because he could just be downstairs.
That's certainly possible, yes.
Yeah, so he sits up, he looks at the bed, he looks over at Kaylin and goes, have you seen where Witton might be?
No. No. Downstairs, I assume?
Maybe he's having more of that wine again.
Probably, yes.
Procyon then will look over at where Zana might be.
Zana is slowly waking up at the talking, but you can tell that probably hasn't had the best sleep during the night, considering that she came face to face with the gates of death the day before. And well, she slowly wakes up. You can tell it, no, not really the most put together. Her hair is all over the place. She blinks awake and who's missing?
Procyon takes a second to look at how unorganized you are as you wake up before he says, Witton, we aren't quite sure where he is, but he might just be downstairs.
Well, most likely that, yeah. And she'll basically roll out of bed and stretch a bit and then looking around, trying to find some way to get her hair in order. Oh, if we are interested in breakfast, perhaps this is a chance to catch two birds with one net, so to speak.
Well, that's one way of changing the proverb, I guess. A lot more humane.
There was a different proverb.
Yes.
Witton thinks to himself before he goes, I must have gotten it wrong.
Yeah, I'll go downstairs and check. You guys, Oh?
I think we have a Lyra. Yes. Hello. We can't hear you. Why can't we hear you?
Hello?
Hello?
Ah,
Okay.
Valid.
well, just RP that Lyra is still sleeping. For
Yes.
now.
Yes. Let's say that Lyra is still in her bed currently.
Yep.
And people are going downstairs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zana digs out a comb and quickly straightens out her hair, looking around, and then quickly makes it into a braid, not bothering to actually make it look fancy.
Okay.
Procyon is once again going to be looking at her and going, This seems like it's a routine for you. Is it because you're so old?
I bet. Well, I am pretty convinced that it's one of those things you are way too young to understand.
I don't think I'll ever be old enough to understand bad hygiene.
Well, sometimes food is more important than a bath.
Ah, I can hardly imagine the struggles that you've been through on your mountain.
Ooh, burn! So
Yeah.
a group is going downstairs, I guess.
Yeah.
Kalen has already gone downstairs.
So
Their
Kaelin,
bed is like
Just
I
slid
am not
right past
dealing.
us.
I am not dealing with nymph
when Kaelin
drama right now.
when Kaelin gets downstairs, there's not a lot of people downstairs. Kyra is sitting at the bar, eating a little breakfast, while the owner of the bar is standing behind it, talking to Kyra.
Morning. Just walks up to the bar,
Good morning.
yawns a bit, stretches a bit.
Good morning. Had a good sleep.
Good enough. Seen Witton anywhere?
Witten, wasn't he
Yeah.
asleep?
Apparently not. If he is asleep, he's not in his bed. I'll check the gutter. Give me a sec. And I'll go outside to check if Witton is drunk out cold somewhere.
Upon hearing that Witton is not downstairs, Procyon is going to look slightly more agitated, wondering where exactly he might be. However, he can. It's very clear that he's trying to keep a calm face about it. As he goes, yes, I am sure he is outside.
Right? No, he's not
Yes,
outside. No,
He's
sorry.
gotta be.
You can roll me a perception check if you want.
Sure. Am I good at those? I don't think so.
I have no clue if you're good at those.
Oh goddamn, I forgot I'm in the wrong browser. One moment, please.
Yeah, I'll have a moment.
That one and that one. Oh, it'll be very quick.
So someone else is going downstairs?
Yeah, Zana makes her way downstairs, and just as the comment of if he's asleep, it's not in his bed, she chuckles and quickly straightens her face again and walks over to the owner and is there might there be a place where I can freshen up a bit? Yesterday's ordeal was not kind to my clothes or myself.
Yes, upstairs there's a room in the back where you can have a little moment to freshen up.
Great. Also, is there how much would it be for breakfast?
Oh, it's free on the house.
Oh, splendid. Well, I will only take a moment. Would it be possible to get some form of food by the time I come back down?
Probably. I have everything ready.
Amazing, thank you. And she flashes a surprisingly brilliant smile and then scurries back upstairs to now that food has been secured, she scurries back upstairs to straighten out her hair and try to fix her clothes a bit.
Okay. In the meantime, Kaelin is standing outside, looking around, not seeing Witton anywhere.
Slightly concerned, they'll go around the whole place.
Yeah. You
Just
don't see
walk
Witton
around.
anywhere.
Huh. This is
Are there
slightly strange.
windows from the bedroom to
Yes, they
outside?
are. Yeah, there's a window to the back.
So Lyra could have seen Kaelin walking around, not finding Witton.
Yes, probably.
If the room is relatively empty, she'll go into a corner and see if her cards want to tell her anything about what might be going on.
Yes.
If he's alright, in danger, or anything like that.
So you're gonna see if the cards tell you something about Witton specifically.
Yes.
The cards tell you that for now Witton is safe. But you do notice that it might not stay that way.
Oh no.
Is Zana in, like, we have a sleeping hall basically,
Yes.
right, where everybody sleeps together. I think Zana will at one moment here when she's getting dressed of the, oh no, oh no, this is not good, oh no. Just basically coming from the corner where Lyra is sitting.
Hearing that, Zana turns around. You see that she's worked out the knots and stuff from her hair, and her outfit is now clean again, free of dirt and stuff. And she turns around and, what is the matter?
Okay, this, I'll explain later how this works. And she points basically at some cards she has in front of her. And I think Witten is all right at this moment, but it will not. It could possibly not stay that way. So I think he might be getting himself into some trouble.
Does not it yeah.
So
It does not surprise me that he's getting himself in trouble.
no, it
But
seems like him, doesn't it? Yeah.
if nothing else, because of his naivete, so to speak, he doesn't
Oh, I
really
thought
know that.
because he was rude and did that to the wrong people, maybe. But um,
I was trying to be polite.
all right, that's the thing. Yeah. I
We
hope he's all right. I don't mind that he's rude, but I just hope he doesn't do it to the wrong people.
that is a concern, yes. We should probably inform the others.
Um, I walk over to where Witten normally sleeps. Is there anything at his location where he normally sleeps that points to?
His bed is still a mess, or at least not. It's not. It's clear that it has been slept in. And he quickly made it a bit when he got out, but it still isn't very tidy.
So it seems that he at least got up out of his own volition, because he would else not quickly make the bed because he wouldn't have time for that.
Yeah.
But he was in some sort of a hurry.
Yes.
Uh, I think he at least left because of something. I don't know. It looks that nobody took him, because look, he at least slept here, and he tried to make his bed, sort of. But he didn't really take the time to. Um, are all his things still here, or are there things gone?
There certainly are things gone. Yes, he took his backpack, and of course his clothes.
His weapon?
He did take his weapon. Yes.
What did he leave behind?
Let's see. What could he have left behind?
Probably not much. For level
Yeah.
1, we don't have that much.
He
We are level 2 now.
Oh, we're yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
there's something he left behind. Maybe he took one set of extra clothes in his backpack or something, and leaving the rest.
So basically, he took what he absolutely needed in a hurry, and the rest that wasn't what he normally should be packing in a bag, he didn't pack. So
Yeah.
there's just random stuff still. Yeah. Okay. And he took at least some of his stuff, so I guess he intends to come back.
Well, it does not seem that he was interested in, how shall I put this, join another patron for the night, because then he would not have taken his weapons or his backpack.
Yeah, but he
I'm
did
so
want
glad
to.
Procyon wasn't here for you to say that.
I think he at least wanted to see what the Oracle had to say, because he also has the magic he has is something strange to him. He told me yesterday, so he still had reasons to not just leave.
I agree. We should probably, well, I would say that it is paramount that we find Witton and see what this is all about before we make any any rash decisions.
Yeah, normally I would say just leave people be, but if he gets himself into trouble, that's not something you should, you know. Can you see if you can follow if he left tracks or anything? Because you're good at that, right?
In here, I do not think I can
No,
track
no,
him.
no,
But
outside.
yeah, once we get outside, I can see if I can pick up his trail. If
Okay.
he actually left at all. I do not know this place. I do not know what hidden cellars or basements there might be.
I understand. Maybe we should definitely check in the basement where the wine is.
Yes. He might be camping out there, so to speak.
But still, why would you go backpacking into the basement? It doesn't make any sense. But I'll leave you to do. You take the lead on this one. I'll help if I can.
Let us find the others and get some food in us before we set off. I believe that if I find the trail, we will not have that much time to rest.
Those
Yes.
two are having a conversation upstairs. I think Procyon will be probably talking to the bartender about everyone's food, but also he's going to ask if there's any place somebody who is super drunk might sleep.
I think after you say that, Kaelin just comes in as well, not outside.
Procyon is now visibly more disgruntled as he turns to the bartender again and goes, "Are you quite sure? Is there any other place you'd think a man of yay high and this broadness and great facial complexion might sleep?"
Normally, people tend to stay in their own beds, but I don't know you guys that well, so. And you've traveled a long way. I don't know what's normal in your place where you come from.
He leans a bit forward to the barkeep and he whispers, "Are there any companionship at this bar?"
Companionship?
Is there a brothel nearby?
No!
Is what I think.
No!
Procyon
We don't do that here!
lunges at your word.
No, there's not.
Okay.
If you want that, you should go to the
no.
city.
No, I do not believe I would have enough issue to have to go to such a place. Procyon says, as he fans himself, before he says, right, what are we to do for the food? We should probably eat first before we try to go and find him, since he doesn't seem to be here.
Yeah. Oh, do we need to do something in exchange for breakfast?
You did enough yesterday, I think.
All right. Cool. Not having to do menial jobs for food.
I do suggest we eat quickly because I think he's all right at the moment, but I don't know. This could change as well. I'm a little bit worried.
Procyon was about to eat a part of his loaf of bread as you said that, and he chomps at air instead of the bread.
Procyon.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So
What?
the three of you are downstairs eating, quickly having breakfast. Kyra, who is also downstairs, is a bit worried about Witton not being there.
Of course. If she's very worried, Kaelin will just be like, to be fair, he doesn't seem like the most reliable person in the world.
Doesn't matter. The Oracle wanted me to take you to her. If you're all gonna disappear one by one, that's not gonna be.
Believe me, there's nothing I want more than meeting this Oracle and getting some answers. But I guess we can wait for a bit, right? Witton is
I don't-
probably going to show up again.
I think we should look for him.
Of course. It's a bit weird nobody saw him leave.
Exactly.
It's not. It depends on what time he leaves.
Is there a sort of a night's watch or someone you might know who would be up late at night who could have seen something?
I mean, you could ask with the hunters guild. They have a house a bit further up. They might have seen him.
I could go and ask there if you guys want to eat. I'll just eat something while I walk over.
It's to the south a bit. 5 minutes walk, not that far.
We can take our breakfast. And just Kaelin starts pulls out like a big cloth and just starts piling food in there.
I mean,
ties
I
it up.
could fly there and back real quickly, so just maybe Zana could use help maybe with tracks or I don't know.
I did get very lucky with the tracks last time. Yeah, I'll help.
I'll just be back in a jiffy. I'll just fly over back and I'll be right back.
What's your flying
Lucian is-
speed?
I only see my walking speed, so I need to check that. Just a second.
Probably the same then. It's usually the same.
I
Yeah, it's
assume
normally the same. Yeah, Zana quickly scarfs down some bread and cheese and stuff. You know, food that is easy to just pick off. And then places some of it in her bag as well.
I
Yeah.
think Procyon, much more neatly than Kaelin and Zana, will be wrapping some food up and putting it in his bag, and he says, "Right, I
do you
don't
mean
quite
bag?
feel comfortable having one of our party members go out and search alone. Something might happen. We don't know if this is magic related or purely Witton related. I don't think it is a good idea to go alone."
True, but we've only met each other, 2 days ago now. So I'm not sure how well we can say that we know Witton or what he would do.
True,
Yes.
but
Which is
I am
why I
on the-
said it may be Witton related or magic related. We don't know, but I do not think we should leave one of our other party members to be alone to search for him for the time being.
We can search.
So Lyra has gone outside, taking flight as fast as she could to the hunters' cabin, guild cabin. When you've been flying for about 3 minutes, you can see it coming up. It's hidden a bit behind some trees. There are 2 people sitting in front. People you've met before, actually.
those, yes.
Those 2, yes. They do see you coming, so they're outside, waiting for you, standing there on the road.
Greetings, hunters. Have you by chance seen our companion Witton, the one with the white hair, the elf with the who? He might have walked off in the middle of the night, so maybe you have seen him,
In the middle of the night, you say?
or later, or just.
Yeah, now the Boris, that might not be a problem, but leaving in the middle of the night never is a good idea.
Have you seen anything? Or maybe one of your
We
compatriots
can
who were
go
up?
ask inside, but I'm not sure if anyone was up during the night. Let us go check.
Thank you.
They go inside the cabin, and after a few moments, they come back outside, shaking their heads. No, we haven't seen him. But if you want us to help look, we will.
Well, keeping an eye out will definitely be helpful. We are trying to see if we can find where he went. Was there someone who was actually watching out the area at night so that we know that he didn't go this way, or just nobody was watching?
And there was someone to the east here a bit. He said he didn't see him.
So I could assume that he didn't went this way. That
At least not east of here.
right?
You're staying in the south vintage, right? Still.
Yes.
So that he's not gone to the southeast, at least.
All right. Thank you, at least for this information, and we might go looking pretty soon. But you could, if you find anything, just tell the ward at the Sour Vintage.
We will.
Okay. Thank you so much. And then she flies back.
Okay. So the rest of you are standing outside already?
Yep.
Yeah, Zana will have gone outside, and there's how many exits are there to this place?
Only one, actually.
So yeah, she would be outside, and she will try to find tracks that would look like they were made by a tall humanoid creature.
Yeah, I'll assist if that's possible. I'm not
Yeah.
proficient, but
You can roll me a survival.
Survival check.
does she get advantage for me helping, or?
You're not proficient with it, eh?
No.
Let me make a quick decision. Yes, let's do that.
So let's roll again, and that is a 24.
You do see tracks, yes, leading to the south. So the south vintage is over here.
Yep.
And the hunting cabin is not far to the south of it.
So his tracks leads towards the cabin.
It leads towards the cabin, yes.
Well, Sana wouldn't know that they said, because she wasn't there to hear that. But you see her first crouch down a bit to get a better look at the tracks, and then stands up and say, I have found some tracks that would look like they were made by Witton. They're leading this way, and she'll start walking south.
Do you think we should be walking before Lyra gets back?
I think
Or
at
does
this
she come
point
back
you
yet?
might see her in the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, Procyon is going to wave, and then he's going to start walking to where Zana is walking, just so
alright.
she knows where we're going.
All right.
Yeah.
She'll probably fly like in a straight line towards them. You found something?
Yes.
Yes. It seems that Witton's tracks are leading south from here.
Right.
Actually, not too dissimilar from the direction you came from.
The hunters told me that the one who was on watch didn't see anything, so he wouldn't really have gone at least southeast, particularly.
And keep following the tracks.
Yeah, we'll just see.
It seems like the best course of action for now, yes.
If you're able to follow the tracks, Anna, I mean, you seem very capable.
Thank you. after not being able to do it so well yesterday, this feels nice to be back in my element.
I did tell you it was a fluke. I mean, I didn't see any tracks, so
So you're going south?
Yes, Zana is slowly following the tracks to make sure she doesn't lose them.
Okay.
I think Procyon's going to take a perception check for their general surroundings to see if there's any broken branches or maybe other people around.
I think I would assist in that.
Yes.
To put it generally, signs of life.
A perception, you said?
I said to put it generally, perception check for signs of life.
Yes. Roll me a perception then.
Can I assist her for advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't do advantage for that. Let me roll that again.
Okay.
16.
I only see the first one yet. Why don't I see the second one?
I don't know.
If you say 16, I do see the 16. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a lot of specific life. You see no Witton at least. You do see some broken branches. But they probably are made by creatures going through the area. Yeah.
Right. Procyon will nod and say, I do not see anything strange around us, at least. As he says, particularly to Zana, who is keeping her eyes flat on the ground for the track.
Yeah, Zana looks up, not really lifting her head, but just side eye, and then nods quickly and says, "Thank you. It's very helpful to have someone to keep an eye out, and it gives you good life experience as well."
I've had plenty of life experience, but thank you for worrying. I am told that elders do worry for the young.
Well, would do you well to learn a few things from those who came before you.
Well, even old dogs learn new tricks.
sorry, just for me to get. You're both over a century old, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. we sleep and come out of our cocoons at a century old.
Roughly.
Cool. Just keeps walking.
Sion blinks in confusion. You do not know such a thing about nymphs?
I don't know a lot about nymphs in general. Just that you have some pretty cool magic.
Quite. Most people would say enthralling beauty. Procyon says as he does fairy lights.
So you're going south. Towards the hunter's cabin back towards the hunter's cabin. You do notice, which is odd, that the tracks are not going in front of the hunter's cabin, but at the back of the hunter's cabin. But it does pass it. They do pass the hunter's cabin. So they do not stop at the hunter's cabin.
Yeah, we'll keep following, right?
Yeah. From the way the tracks move, can Zana tell if Witton tried to be quiet, or did he just keep the same kind of pace past it?
Roll me a survival for that
Sure thing.
to check if you see
Can
it.
I guide her if I see her? Not that it's necessary, but
Yeah, that's a
if I see
21.
her looking for this.
No, not specifically on this. If you want to guide, you have to or every 6 seconds, or
No, I mean, I saw more in the intent of that if she ducks down or to look for something in particular, that I see that and then help her with something she's doing at that moment specifically. That's more how I meant it.
If you do see her doing something specific, you could, yes.
I'll know
think you
that
can
for
cast
next time.
guidance before or after a roll. I think.
Before knowing the result, I think.
Yeah, before knowing the result.
Okay.
So if you are quickly rolling, it doesn't mean that you can't get guided anymore.
Yep.
I mostly look for logical things she could be aware of that are guidable, basically.
Yeah, and it is obvious to see that someone is casting guidance.
Yes, I find out that using magic, casting a spell, is always clear when you do so.
Unless you have the specific
Unless
ability.
you have something specific, which means you do not show you're casting a spell. So when you do guidance, it is clear that you're casting a spell. Do you want to cast guidance?
I wanted to, but then I saw 21, so I was
If
too
you don't
late.
want to, you don't have to. Of course, that's up to you.
Well, I'll leave it up to Zana herself.
Now I think with a 21 it should be, unless the DC is ridiculous.
You want to
I'm
result, or yes, you do see. You do see he was trying to move a bit stealthier around the cabin. So he walked a bit slower, a bit crunched.
Yep. Yeah, Zana will stop for a moment and then look back to her companions, and it would seem that he was attempting to not be detected as he walked by here. Could explain.
Why they didn't see him.
Yeah. Yes.
Why would he be in such a state that he would leave so quickly and not alert any of us of doing such a thing?
He might have a lover.
Procyon scrunches up his face as he says, I doubt
Why
that kind of thing is occurring. He didn't seem like he had such attachments, he says, as he tries to have a calm face again.
I'm somehow worried it might be connected to something inexplainable about his magic. He doesn't know a lot about it, and I've heard tales that can do strange thing to a man, I guess.
Procyon points to Lyra and says, see? Logical ending to this. Magic.
I'm not sure, of course, but it's just because he
He is
was
completely
talking about
sure. Procyon says it cannot be logically anything else. Right, end of discussion. Follow the track.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you say it's magic, I'll believe you. I mean, I can't do magic, so.
Donna
I
just
think
looks
it's-
I worry sometimes about how unfortunate your life is without magic.
Donna just looks at Procyon and just shakes her head slightly, smiling and just said, "Oh, you sweet summer child."
I was actually born in autumn. Procyon says.
Ah,
So, tracks? Yes.
Yeah,
Tracks. You
tracks.
find tracks. You see tracks going behind the hunter's cabin, and you you follow the tracks past
Yeah.
the hunter's cabin.
Can I
You're now
quickly, because Lyra does see this, but she like, what? And she goes to Kalen and just, Kalen,
Yes.
did I say something? What's going?
No, I just don't understand nymphs.
Okay. Then,
You're fine.
okay.
From in this group, you're the most normal.
Oh, that's worrying.
I know.
But thank you, I guess. Well, I think they do know what they're doing, so let's just continue, I guess.
Are you also a first century old?
No,
Okay.
I'm not. At least people say I'm young for 50. So,
You're 50.
yes. Is that a bad thing?
No, it's just I'm learning so much today. Let's
Okay.
let's continue.
Is
You
is
con-
age important? Oh, okay, that's just, okay, we're going. Sure.
You're continuing,
Yep.
and you're getting
Yeah.
close to the old woods.
That's where I'm from.
Is everyone willing to just go and enter the old woods? The tracks still go there.
I don't know why I would not be okay with that.
I don't know why you would specify that.
Yes.
I'm worried now.
Because Lyra is from the old woods. I don't know how big of an area it exactly is. I can't really see it on the map directly. But would she know? Or is that?
And the Lyra is probably from. Let me draw it out.
I mean, basically from a coast near the old woods.
Yes. Let me show you where you're from. You're probably
Yeah.
from here somewhere. Over there.
All right.
Okay.
Lyra is from over here somewhere.
And
So you
where
have
are we
traveled
now?
this area. This is the way you came up to the Sour Vintage.
So I've walked this path before, basically.
You have walked this path before, yes, but it's still a 1.5 days to your village from this point. So it's not you've not been here often.
No,
But you
the general forest is it known to be extremely dangerous, or just the annoying things that I occur when I walk in this place?
that one, yes.
Okay.
The
Like,
annoying things, yes.
Where exactly is the Heartlands on this map?
Heartlands is more to the north. Heartlands is a bit to the north. It's Heartlands is more
More
towards
north
the
than the
steppes.
Oh, there. Yep.
So it starts on this side of the river already. But the most part of the Heartlands is over here.
So would I have had to travel through this forest to get to the Sound Vintage?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Nope, you
I
have
think-
not.
I think I would have had to because I started somewhere on the coast.
I think we decided you started somewhere at a river. I think you were starting over here somewhere.
Oh, I thought it was
I thought it was a beach.
coast. Yeah, a beach.
That you woke up on a beach.
Yes.
Then we can change that to... Let's make it over here then.
Okay, that's fine.
So you started over here. Okay, let me draw that in as well then.
Then I probably traveled via river to the Sour Vintage, next to the forest, not going through the forest. Okay.
Let's put you over there.
Lyra will just say when she recognizes the forest, like, do we really have to go in here? It'll probably be alright. It would.
Procyon looks over at Lyra and says, what do you mean?
Well, if you just go straight ahead, basically, you come at the village where I live, or lived before. And the woods aren't extremely dangerous or anything, but they just don't like me. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Right. Procyon puts his hand to his chin for a second and he says, I do remember the talk that we had. People didn't quite like you much. However, if we do pass by, I will make sure to sing of your exploits. Maybe that will have them see sense that you are not a bad person.
Lyra is like really thinking right now, and then she just goes like, I don't really think that sprites are going, but you could try. I get. Oh, do goats even know what's? They're just really annoying, and
We've dealt with a giant boar. We can deal with annoying.
true. But they basically only.
Sorry, didn't do anything. Sorry, don't mind me.
Let's just say I hope we don't encounter any of them, and normally they leave everybody else alone. So it's just me they wanna bugger with, basically.
If they try to bother you as we go in the forest to try and find Witton, then I will do my best to prevent that from happening. Of course,
I mean,
I
if
have to
they,
make sure that all of my people are in best health and condition. And then he looks over at Zana most of the time.
ouch.
Yeah.
Lyra
Zana just glares.
Lyra just doesn't notice this, and then just says, "Well, if you find Witten and only things that happens is that I trip a couple of times, it's worth it. It doesn't really."
Do you think that maybe Procyon thinks for a moment as he says, "Are you sure those things won't bother other people?" You
Have
said
never
that
before.
he might be in danger. So, are there any dangers in this woods that might hurt Witten?
Well, it's forest, so of course there could be, but it's not like that. This is the extremely most dangerous forest around. I think this is pretty normal, and these creatures have only bothered me before. If they start bothering Witten, I'll be mad at them for once, because I've never been actually mad at them. I could try. Maybe they'll go away. Oh, and now she just yaps to herself silently.
Procyon nods before. Are you ready to go into this most dangerous forest around? Procyon looks at Zana and Kaelin.
Already walking, I think.
Oh.
Zana hesitates slightly, and you just hear, well, forests are not my preferred terrain, but I have some training in, well, the tracks lead this way, so I guess we should just follow them. She doesn't sound as lofty as usual. You can tell it's something she's bothered by not being in her best element.
Stability isn't great in a forest, but we'll make do.
I mean, I made it through on my own. This will probably be fine.
This is true.
So you just walk into the woods?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do a perception or investigation check to see if there's anything weird going on.
Probably not
Uh.
gonna find anything, but
Yeah.
Xana's passive perception is 15.
Zana does hear birds.
Yeah.
I think Lyra will specifically try to hear if the giggles start and she knows that stuff is going to happen.
What? Lyra's passive perception.
14.
Okay.
And if there's any illusions around, Kaelin has a passive investigation of 16.
Nice.
Procyon's just ready to go in the forest. So
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, but
he's
if the
expecting
DM
to
asks,
contribute.
asks 3 times, "Are you sure you're going to the forest without any preparations?" It's like, well, what's gonna
It's because
happen?
I don't have a high enough perception, investigate. I don't got anything to contribute. So Procyon is just ready to go in this forest.
So you
He's
go into the
completely-
forest.
Yep.
It's still morning. Quite early, actually. The ST asks, what's the worst that can happen?
Getting launched into the air by a boar.
That's one thing,
So,
but then you
yeah,
have
Maybe
to find a
getting
boar.
killed by woodland creatures.
Killed
Getting
by-
lost in the Feywild.
Oh god. If this has anything to do with the Feywild, I'm gonna be so upset.
I love the Feywild.
I remember I had to kill that sprite. Anyway.
You're walking into the old woods, and
Yes.
it's still early. There's birds singing in the trees. At first, you do not hear anything specific other than birds. And the tracks do continue. They even leave the path for short moments before getting back onto the path. After about half an hour walk into the forest, the tracks leave the path again. Roll me a survival.
Ooh.
Yeah. No.
You lose the tracks.
Yeah, that's a nat
Oh.
one.
You do lose the tracks here. You have no clue where he could have gone.
Yeah, Zana stops, looks at the ground, looks around, backtracks a bit, see if she can find the tracks again, and then just looks up at the trees to see if there's any indication, and turns around and just clearly annoyed at the whole situation. She just, I lost the tracks. They seem to have vanished.
Procyon sighs before he looks over at Lyra and he says, maybe I should give it a try. Are you willing to help?
Yes, of course, and she'll sing a little hum, and Procyon feels just a tad more confident.
Right. So I
Even
would
more
do it at
confident?
advantage then.
A guidance, I think.
This is
Yeah.
guidance, yes.
So a D4 extra.
Okay. All right. Procyon is going to do a. He's going to re-look for the track, so that is investigation
Rifle.
with a +4.
No, a plus
Or
one
a
D4.
Okay.
Yep.
So I will roll this, and then I'll roll a d4.
Yes.
It's survival.
Investigation is possible to find get back on track.
I'll do survival then.
Yes. Even better.
And
Yes.
then the
Was exactly the
1d4
same
is
roll.
a 3.
Exactly the same. Still 16 plus and a
Plus
D4
3.
then.
Yes, +3.
A 3. It
Yep.
doesn't
Plus,
show
yeah.
here, but okay. Yeah. So you're standing on the side of the path, and you can see that the tracks went into the off the road, but they do not get back onto the road. Looking around for tracks, you do see he probably wasn't here alone. There's a little struggle going on. Has been a little struggle on this place. And you do see that if you look further up to up the path, you notice multiple tracks, fresh tracks. There's a wagon, and there are a lot of hooves.
Procyon is going to hum to himself a bit, disgruntled as he says, I think our dear pretty boy was kidnapped. There seems to be tracks around him, and a cart with hoofed animals, I'm assuming horses. They might have taken him. There seems to be a struggle.
Can you discern if this was recent, like in the last hour or so, or if it was hours ago?
Am I able to tell that?
First of all, you can tell that they are not hooves of horses.
Mm-hmm.
Second, you can say it's probably about today.
Procyon says, I don't know exactly when, but it was today. And maybe not horses? He looks to the side. I'm not quite the best at these things.
Do I know about creatures in this forest that live here that have hooves?
Yeah, you do.
Who?
You know them.
And you say not horses. Don't you have goat fellows?
As in, like, centaurs, or?
Oh, there
No.
do live centaurs here as well, yes.
But those
But
hooves
what-
would be. Those-
Do I know which creatures this are, or what do you mean?
Roll me a survival for that, or nature.
If I pointed out the hooves to her, would she have an advantage?
No,
I mean, it's
because it's I do assume she sees the hooves. It's just now recognizing from which creatures they would be.
Oh, okay.
Halen would
Yeah.
actively throw in, like, don't you have the goat-legged people here? The satyrs, you call them, right?
Yeah, I'm just basically thinking about in this forest, who did I meet when I was living here?
Roll me a nature or nature.
I am
Na-
proficient in nature. Does my comment give her advantage?
Yes.
There you go.
Alright. Just give me a sec. And I'll also bless or guide myself, obviously.
You have no clue.
Yeah.
Can I try then?
Wait, does a D4 help? I don't know. It's 12.
You.
I mean, could I like basically say I know that there are
But
fawns
there-
here, I know that there are centaurs here, I know that there are like
those creatures, it's probably something with probably goat legs or something.
like sounds plausible, I guess. There are centaurs here.
But centaurs wouldn't leave
Satyr.
goat tracks or satyr tracks, would they?
Centaurs definitely do not leave.
Sorry, I mean satyrs. I said the wrong word.
Satyrs are the ones you. Yeah.
So sorry, I mean I'm confused. I mean satyr.
So
Maybe-
at the very least, we can rule out centaurs.
Well,
But
didn't he
they're
say
really
that he
big.
was? Didn't he say he was friends with centaurs?
Yeah, he was he was trained by them.
Yes, but as I am looking at the tracks, they do not seem to be horse hooves.
No, exactly. So
It's probably
scuffle,
not
a scuffle with satyrs. Maybe he wanted their wine, or they wanted his.
Well, they are like very full of life and just basically do whatever they want. So, but I don't know what they would want with Witton.
So, this path we're on, is it a well-walked or well-trodden path, or is it just...
No, it's
It's
it is
basically
it
a...
is used. It's a clear path through the woods to the south.
What I was thinking is that how fast would a wagon or a cart be able to travel without braking on this? Is it like if there are a lot of roots and rocks and stuff that you can't move it very fast, but you could probably move it faster than on foot if you're carrying someone of Witton's size?
You could this path is certainly large enough, wide enough for a cart to roll on. Yeah, to travel by cart.
Yeah, I think
Could it
Procyon is
roll
going
fast
to.
or?
Just normal speed.
Procyon is
It-
probably going to go. Regardless of who might exactly has taken him, he has been taken. So I do think we should follow the cart tracks, as he
Yep.
points.
Absolutely.
I'll fly up quickly just to see if I see if the cart is still nearby or not.
You fly up in the air. How high do you want to go?
I don't specifically know with sight how far she can see, but it's a little bit the altitude that she can still see pretty far, but not that it's too small.
40
So
feet,
40 feet.
approximately.
You do not see a cart now.
Alright. And then she just lowers down and says, "Well, it's not nearby at least, so I'll just fly up a couple of times just to see if I see a cart."
All right.
Now Procyon is the one looking at the ground as he's moving forward.
Kalen is just following all of you. I mean, they can't really help it much. Trekking, not their strong suit.
Yeah, Zana at this point will pull up the rear and check for threats instead of following the tracks.
You you can manage to follow the tracks. It's not that hard with a cart and hooves. After walking about another hour, you can roll me a perception.
Ooh.
Let's begin with Lyra.
No, just the advantage, ignore that.
Yeah, so that's a 10.
I can roll the... I was rolling this, but it's not helping much.
I realized why you weren't seeing the extra roll, and it was because I was doing the custom dice roll on D&D Beyond for like the +4. So
Mhm.
I'll just do that in Roll20
Okay.
in the future.
Okay.
So you'll see it in the logs there.
Yeah, not on it myself.
Yeah, but they will be saved in the logs for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you still fly above the trees, or are you walking?
I think she now just keeps flying just to get another perspective.
Okay.
And,
So you do manage to hear something further along the path somewhere,
all right.
a bit to the east.
What she will do then is cast message.
Which
And-
is a arcane word, and then you can point at someone and send your message.
Yes, and she'll point at Zana and relay that she heard a message, and not realizing if Zana has ever had messaged experience before or not. But yeah, you hear Lyra in your head.
Yeah, you see Zana just stop, look around, and okay, and quickly, Zana stops and I do believe that we are coming up on something. Kaelin, would you join me and try to scout ahead a bit?
Of course.
And
Procyon is going to look up and he's going to say, "You're going to leave me alone here?" He lifts his hands up to go like this around the forest. He twiddles his fingers to the side to
I can go
explain the
alone.
entire forest.
I can go alone. If you want me to scout out ahead.
if you would please, and I
Otherwise,
think the pup
the
is scared.
otherwise indeed the young ones
not.
is scared.
It's not exactly that I'm scared. It's just that I am not exactly equipped to battle. I am a diplomat. Procyon is very annoyed with being told that he is afraid.
Well, Kaelin just gets out their short bow, get ready to shoot if necessary, and just sneaks forward.
And basically then Kaelin hears in his head, just to be sure, I've never done this really, but it's over there. Also message in your head.
You have
Kaelin
no
does the
idea
same
where
thing 6
over there
seconds
is.
later.
No, exactly. So Kaelin just looks around. What was that?
And then 6
Where
seconds
is
later,
where?
the same to Procyon. Like to the south, that way.
South, a
Procyon
bit to the
And
east.
says he's very used to people doing this, especially since Stella had magic, and so she would message him quite frequently. And so nonchalantly, he just says, "To the south." That is what Lyra has told me.
Yep, I'll
Did anybody
peek
respond,
south.
by the way?
Yes!
Just-
Yes, Kaelin responded with, "What is this? Where is where? What do you mean? Who is this?"
Procyon just responded, "Okay." Like
For,
texting.
for Kaden. Oh, sorry, it's Lyra. I mean to the south. I'm new to this. My bad. But this
Imagine.
is quiet.
Okay. Okay. And I'll stealth forward, which I assume means I need to make a stealth roll.
If you want to stealth, you have to make a stealth roll, yes.
Yes, of course. Well, that's not a very good roll, but I have very high stealth.
With a 16, yes.
Yep, I'll just...
You're gonna go on your own, or is...
For the moment, yes, I am
Zana-
on my own.
Moment, yes.
Susanna's staying back as well.
Yeah,
Lyra
Zana
is keeping an eye.
Yeah, Zana just drops the backpack and brings out the longbow and holds it with a arrow to this bowstring, but she hasn't pulled it. But just standing next to Procyon, waiting and keeping an eye on the surroundings.
Okay.
Lyra will keep an eye from above.
Yes.
Okay.
Procyon is also going to be looking at his surroundings as they move forward. He's probably going to pick up the bag that Zana dropped.
Oh, you can see Kalen just kind of disappearing in the foliage and shadows, and yeah, very, very sneaky.
I do wonder how they can survive without magic.
So you're gonna stand in the forest or something?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, Zana will move along with Procyon.
Yep, I'll move.
Basically, mother henning him at this point.
So I guess I'll just stealth onward, just from tree to tree. It's a bit sparse for a forest.
It's not a full-blown forest yet. It's
It's a clearing. It's a bit of a clearing.
It's a bit less a bit less trees on this spot. Yes. You can roll me a perception.
Sure. I'm not great at that. But when I roll like that...
Oh.
In that case, you do see those guys.
Oof.
Yeah, I'll stealth a bit closer, like...
Trying to move forward. There.
From tree to tree. Stealthing closer. Until I can get a better look.
If everyone else is also coming, then you should be rolling stealth.
No, I think they'll stay behind a bit, right? That was the whole
Yeah.
point of scouting
Yeah,
ahead.
Yeah,
They are quite
pretty
close
far
to you
ahead.
now. So if you're gonna leave the path, I want you to roll a stealth check.
No,
Okay.
Zana is remaining on the path for now, unless Procyon gets way
Upon seeing
ahead.
that Zana is not following him, he's going to look back and he's going to follow Zana. But are we still going to roll a stealth check?
If you want to stay on the path, you don't have to roll a stealth check.
Yeah, no, Zana is gonna wait for Kalen to come back. And
Yeah.
Procyon
And,
will turn and he's going to
still
say,
see
change of
Kaden?
heart.
Sorry?
well,
Procyon is going to say, you had a change of heart. We're not going to follow Kalen.
it is better for us to wait for Kalen to come back and tell us what we're facing before blundering in.
Can Lyra still see him when she's flying?
No, I am extremely
no.
stealthy.
No, you do not see. No.
Alright, then she'll just keep her eyes and ears towards where she heard the sound, just to see if she hears new.
Now you
dangerous sounding
you
sounds.
know what you've heard. You can hear it more often. Yes.
Alright.
Okay. Kalen is just going to get... Well, this is probably as close as they're gonna get. So, does he see? Do they see everything?
They do see all of those, yes, and they do see Witten laying on the cart.
Oh, pretty boy.
And it seems that they are the creatures are mostly busy with fighting between each other. A bit having a heated discussion, so that they do not notice you.
Do I understand what the discussion is about?
No, unless you
No,
talk Sylvan.
I do.
Then you do. They are. Let me check. Is it Sylvan? I think it
5
was
languages,
Sylvan.
baby.
I think
Oh,
it was Sylvan.
yay!
Yes, it's Sylvan. They are discussing who's gonna pull the car. And
Really?
they apparently none of them want to.
I'm going to get a tiny bit closer to this tree over here. Just very quickly trying to... Because they're not paying attention to me, so... Like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get a bit better look at... Well, them and maybe the cart.
You see Witton laying on the back of the cart. Laying on the cart. Unconscious. Hands tied.
Of course.
Is he hog-tied?
No.
Okay.
But his hands are tied and his legs are tied.
Oh, that's hog-tied, I believe.
But not,
No,
not around a pole. So he's just laying in the back of the cart.
Yep.
But he can't run away if he wakes up.
No, and
That's
any
the idea.
obvious injuries?
Not that you can see from here.
Okay, that's fine. I count the amount of goatlings. 8. Make sure that there aren't any other lurking around.
You do not see them.
And I'll sneak my way back.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly, from behind a tree here, Kalen emerges again.
Luciana's gonna go. Whew. You did scare me a bit. I thought maybe we were under attack. He says, is he was ready to do some magics.
Yeah, you see
At
it.
least
Sana
he
has
wants me to
raised
believe.
she's raised the bow like, and then lowers it again.
Lara just comes down.
So, yeah, no, sorry, I had... once I get stealthy, it's kind of something that's hard to turn off again. Yeah, Witton's right there, tied up in a cart, with 8 of those goatlings around him.
Oh no. Lucian
No,
says,
not those things.
We could try and sneak up on them. They are arguing about pulling a car, and none of them want to.
Is he hurt?
I mean, they always ruin my clothes. It's okay, sure.
Witton hurt? Doesn't seem like it. I mean, he's unconscious, but I didn't see any blood or anything.
Procyon says, before she says, did these goatlings have any weapons?
Did I see any weapons on them?
Let me check. What do they have? What do they have?
I think Kalen's first reaction is, well, they have horns.
They have horns, yes, and they have slings.
They know how to butt heads, at least that's what I know.
Horns and maybe some primitive stuff. Like...
They actually do not have a butt head. A horn attack.
They don't have a butt.
It was a joke. Haha.
Haha. No, they do not.
No. How do we want to do this? Are we going to try and talk them out of it, or are we just going to sneak up and attack?
Have the
Procyon's gonna take
goatlings
out his
um,
rapier. Okay, go on.
have
As
the
Procyon's
goatlings
taking
ever
his
attacked Lyra or just been annoying?
They've really been annoying. Not really attacked, no.
Well, last time I saw some of them, they were annoying, but they didn't attack me, so I could, maybe be a distraction, and then if it escalates, you swoop in.
Maybe you
Since
and
Procyon
Procyon
has-
can. You and Procyon can be in distraction.
Procyon already has his rapier out, and he is like, they've kidnapped one of our party members. He may be hurt. We aren't quite sure. He's tied up, so obviously they have kidnapped him, and they're taking him to some place, and he might be hurt in the future. You said before that you were aware that he may be hurt in the future, so we do need to save him.
Yes, but
Procyon
that's
says
the
as he holds
reason
his
why
rapier
I'm
higher.
suggesting I go is that they have never attacked me before, even though they could. So I could just be a distraction while you get in position to jump in.
Procyon nods before he says, well, they are a part of the immortal race, as he says, as he does air quotes. Maybe they will be more
native
yes.
races.
Native races. So maybe they will be more susceptible if a nymph is also there.
Yeah, if you two try and talk to them, and
Well,
Zana
I've
and I are
never-
there. Zana and there are there to.
I've never
Jump.
talked to them before, but if they see me, they get like fascinated in like as if they have to interact with me. So it's a good way to make them not look at you guys.
Kaelin,
Well,
how
you
much...
can draw there.
uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
Kaelin, how much are you able to carry?
Me?
Yes.
I'd love to say a lot, but I'm very good at sneaking. I'm not strong.
Ah. Well, I had an idea where if Procyon and Lyra distract them, you could go up and try to free Witton, as you are the sneakiest of us, while I'll take care of the cover fire if we need to. But since he is unconscious, we would need to be able to carry him away as well. So maybe, or we could just try to draw them away from the cart, and you try to pull the cart away, Kaelin.
I don't think I'm strong enough for that.
Procyon looks at his pecs, and then he looks at everybody else, and then he says, from a general observation, I do believe I might be the strongest in this situation. I could do better for pulling the cart than being a distraction. I mean,
I can just fly away if it gets too.
yes. I will try to sneak with Kaelin then.
All right.
And
Procyon then
Zana...
puts down Zana's bag on the ground.
Roshan, are you sure you know how to not draw attention to yourself?
You know, I've
You've
never
never
quite
tried? Yeah.
tried to be in the background. People do tend to be around me. I am quite the sight to see. However, I will do my best because we are trying to help our friend now.
Lyra starts to hover again a little, says, I'll just fly around that I approach them from the front and just wait like a little while before you follow from the back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, he nods.
Or- And then she'll fly up to 60 feet or something and just start flying this way. And I don't know how long it'll specifically take.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have a move speed. It's 50 feet, no, 50 squares wide the map. So having a movement speed of 30 feet is
We can
yeah,
just do the
half a minute to get.
initiative, basically,
Yeah, we can.
I guess.
We can just throw in initiatives.
Yeah.
It's nice to get high initiative again.
Initiatives.
Somehow this makes sense. the initiative.
I just think that if she flew like 12 seconds, she would be here, and then you guys can
Yeah.
start on the top.
Let me see.
Well, it's
Oh wait.
Let's see. So we have a 9 and a 19, and a 13, and a 7, and a 12, and a 4, and a 7, and a 23. So, let's start with Lyra. Goatling, and Kalen.
all right. Yeah. I mean, second level rogue. Woohoo! So I'm gonna move 30 feet. Dash 30 feet. Probably like here. And then hide.
Okay, I do want to let you make a new stealth check.
Yes, exactly.
To see if you are currently still stealthy enough.
Yes, I am very stealthy.
You're very stealthy. They have no idea you're there. Even worse,
Basically,
your group
yeah.
does not have an idea where you are.
Yeah, you saw where I was heading. I went in a straight line.
Procyon.
Procyon is going to move. He's gonna try to mimic Kalen by
Uh-oh.
moving forward and then dashing.
Uh-oh. She can't stealth in that way.
You can do stealth, but with me you can do stealth, but you have to do it with a disadvantage. The stealth check.
Right.
Really?
I say so
Nice.
now.
Okay.
I can definitely.
As long as we're not in combat.
As long as you're not in combat, you can. I might say something different another time, but for now I say it like this.
Okay, so I'm going to roll at a disadvantage. How do I click the advantage disadvantage thing?
I think you
think
can do right
left
click and
click.
then select disadvantage.
All right, let me just check.
In D&D Beyond,
Yeah, in D&D Beyond.
you have to click on the B, like in the top where the dice is, and you have
No,
then
that
type
was just a regular roll. Let me just try it right. Okay, I have to right click it and then do disadvantage. 10.
A 7. I see. What?
No, that was the first roll. I rolled at disadvantage, but now it's not showing up on D&D Beyond.
On roll
I mean,
20,
it's not showing up on roll 20.
A 10. They do not know. They do not notice you.
Yet.
Yet.
Nana.
What happened is that the stealth is on this. No, wait. leave blah blah blah. Just ignore me. Go ahead.
Yeah, seeing that two of you have gone down that way, she's gonna take and try to hide behind another tree. So she's dashing over to this tree.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, go over here, and then she tries to hide behind it.
Also make a stealth with disadvantage.
Let's see. I don't understand how to do that on D&D Beyond, so I'm just gonna roll.
You right click it.
You
and
can
then
also
it'll
roll
say
twice and
bar.
I'll take the lowest.
There we go. Disadvantage.
You know what? I might do that in the future. That seems like a better idea because then it'll show up on Roll20
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
It only rolled once.
Then roll another one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a
Yay!
A 7.
Second one is
7.
better.
They stop fighting for a moment between each other.
We just hear a crack of a branch just snapping. Just
Yeah, and they
Oh, no.
stop fighting for a moment. So they are alerted now that there's something there, probably. Lyra.
Well, she's not hiding, so she's
just flying above the trees, so...
Yeah, she's going closer. And basically first goes here and then starts lowering down from this spot until she lands here.
Okay. That's your movement.
And
They
basically she waves as she lands.
they do see you, yes. So they see you and they walk a bit closer. And they actually immediately also start laughing a bit.
Assholes.
Hate 'em.
That face.
So two of them get a bit closer. And yes, that's what they now do.
Alright. Halen just hears the stuff behind them and just makes a few gestures to Procyon in what seems like scout language. That remembers Procyon is not a scout. They're like,
Procyon's going to look at him in them in confusion.
you can't be as fast as I am. While sneaking. Take it slow.
Procyon nods. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, Helen will try go over here. And again. God damn!
Hey, you can't be seen. I'm sorry. Yes,
I don't even know where you are.
you can't be seen. No, they.
You just hear some rustling of leaves, and then Kalen's nowhere to be seen.
Procyon is amazed that you just disappeared into nothingness, and he says under his breath, "Maybe they do have magic."
Procyon, your turn.
He, after being warned that Procyon can't be as fast as Kalen, he is going to move his walking speed 30 feet this way. I'm assuming that it'll be cover moderately if he's stealthing it right, because at this point he will be in the shade of the tree, because I assume that the darker parts around the stump is still the tree.
Yes, it's the leaves, the upper leaves, the leaves.
Yes.
So yes.
So, Procyon's going to be moving 30 feet this way. And he is going to be stealthing as he does it.
Okay, roll a stealth. a normal stealth.
And again.
It's no difference.
There is a difference.
They're paying attention to you now.
They're now paying attention because they know that people are around. Yes. So you are being seen, and they come a bit closer that way as well.
Do I know that they see me?
Yes.
I think upon them seeing me and thinking it's most important that Kaelin is able to stealth, Procyon is going to stand right up so they could see him and they could go, do you know where where my friend, her name is Lyra, she's a siren, I'm not quite sure if you've seen her, he says fully to the goblins in front of him, acting as if that he had not seen them.
They mostly are laughing at you. And not responding with any spoken words yet.
He will be talking in Sylvan to them, since he knows how to speak Sylvan.
Okay. Zana.
Yeah. Seeing that Procyon has been noticed, she's gonna just sneak around the tree to not be in direct line of sight. But she's not gonna move from her spot because she now has all of the goatlings are now within reach of her longbow.
Okay.
So she's just going to move slightly so that she's like half to 3/4 cover from them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not even 5 feet, and then she's going to try to hide again.
Go ahead.
See if you can roll better this time, stupid dice. That's a 16.
That's, yes, you do manage to hide, yes. They do not see you
Nice.
anymore. Or they
Nice.
won't be seeing you anymore now. So they are moving up. A bit towards you. Lyra.
Is going to walk a little bit around the tree, just so she's not inside of Procyon for his plan to work, that she's still not found. And she just basically tells them, "Are you laughing again? Why do you always do this? This is not really nice, you know." And then just stays there.
Okay. Yes. What's the speed actually? Is it 30 foot? Let's check.
Probably. Maybe even a bit more.
Might be, no, it's 30 feet. That one's going over there. And that one's going over there. Kaelin.
Yeah, seeing that person is trying to draw the attention, I'm just going to try and dash here, I think. As I hope that
And here
these
is
two. Yeah, I want to go over here.
Yeah.
Hoping that, like, I'm timing it so that these two are just then distracted somehow. Hopefully.
Procyon's trying to garner their attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, run and stealth. Wow, that goes from good to very bad.
Oh yeah, they know where you are. Yes, they've seen you.
Yeah, it was a gamble. It's net 20, net 20, net 1. I mean, balance has been restored.
Balance has been made.
So now they know you are at least with 3 of you. And they start taking out their slings.
Damn.
Can I still speak?
Yes.
Because I see that I've been spotted.
Yes.
I'll just say in Sylvan. It's pretty old Sylvan, which is a bit weird, maybe. That guy on your card is my friend. Can I have him back?
No.
Oh my god.
I think that was 6 seconds. I'm not gonna ask another question because turns.
Yeah. So this one is going over here. And takes one more step to stand in front of Lyra. He kicks, he misses, because it's not... he's... he doesn't have time anymore to do anything else. Procyon.
Upon seeing... Oh, I don't think I'd be able to see that this goatling is kicked at Lyra. But Procyon is going to move 30 feet forward, which is right here.
If you use your right mouse, but if you drag your token, click your right mouse button, you also see the arrow.
Yeah, I did the arrow. I see the arrow.
Yep.
Upon them saying no, they're not going to give them back. Procyon is going to do vicious mockery at this guy right here, that's right in front of him, 50 feet away.
Okay.
And he is going to say, "Your laugh feels like rocks hitting the shore, grainy and ugly." They now must take a 13 wisdom saving.
A 13 wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Let's go do that. Mm-hmm.
Oof. There's the net 20 again.
Your vicious mockery doesn't even cut butter.
Procyon lifts up his hands. Well, what can I do? It's early in the morning.
Goatlings. So, this one is gonna stand here. And is gonna use his sling on you. Let's see. It is with disadvantage because you're out of range a bit. A 6. Probably
Does
misses.
Nope. Doesn't it?
Next one is going over here and also uses his sling with disadvantage. A 10. Probably
Nope.
not gonna hit.
Oh, thank the Lord.
This one is also coming a bit closer. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, out of range. So also with the disadvantage, a sling attack for a 6. Misses.
No. Procyon is dodging this like the Matrix.
Unfortunately for you, this one is standing between you and his allies, so he's not gonna hit a ally. Dana!
Yeah, seeing all of these attacking Procyon, Zana lifts her longbow, and none of you can really see it, but she whispers as she lifts it. She just whispers, "Thorns of the mountains, come!" And you see before the arrow is let loose, wait, is that? Yeah. Even before she lets loose the arrow, you see what looks like a spectral arrow just fly out towards these two who stand in a group. I think I can do that.
These two? Which ones?
Let me check. Yeah. Yeah. The arrow seems to dissipate before it hits them, because as she casts Hail of Thorns. But
which one?
Yeah. How do I ping?
Click hold.
Press and hold. Click and hold.
These two.
Yeah.
So, and she aims for the nearest one here.
Yes.
So, her next turn, if let me see that. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack, for the
So
spell
that is
ends.
this attack.
Yes, that's this attack, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was next time because
Yeah, you
it's
cast-
not a bonus action.
Yeah, next time you hit a creature on your attack, is you can also shoot when you have
when I cast
when
it.
you cast a spell, I think.
No, it is a bonus action. Hail of
Okay,
Thorns
yeah.
is a bonus action to cast.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I read it wrong. Yeah. So then you, just as you see it dissipate, you see the arrow let loose, and she's going to try to hit that guy.
Yep.
With a longbow attack. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Yes,
Yay!
that's a lot of damage on it.
Yeah. So how do I roll damage
Yeah,
on a nat
I
20?
think-
Click on longbow.
Yeah. In roll 20,
In
click
roll
on
20, you can click on longbow.
in the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
The pink little box.
Yes.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, and now let's see. Hail of Thorns comes in there as well then.
I'm not sure if Hail of Thorns, because they are saves. I don't think you do critical damage because.
No. But crit
But she
and
just hit them.
then
so.
the
Hail of
because I
Thorns.
just hit them with it, so it's a. You see, as the hit lands, you see these what looks like crystals just sprout out from the ground, like rocky crystals.
Yeah.
And both of them need to make dex saves.
Well, I can tell you the first one, the one you hit, is not
Yep.
gonna take a dex save. That one just drops down.
Okay.
And the other one can make a dex save.
Yeah. He needs to make a dex save.
It's a spell.
Yes.
So,
So it's a save DC of 13.
no, not gonna make it.
Okay, so that is a 1d10.
Come on, roll a 10.
That's a 1.
Oh yeah.
One damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting all the bad rolls out now, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
fantastic in a bit.
But the first one just drops dead, the other one just takes damage from the spikes that come up from the ground.
Yes.
And I think... Yeah, that's it. And then she'll just remain standing there. Oh no, she's gonna duck down behind the tree again.
Okay.
Not hiding, but taking cover.
Okay. Next one. is this one. Which is gonna walk over here, standing behind the tree in Zana's direction. And it's gonna use his sling to try and hit Procyon with disadvantage. Because he's still out of range. A 14.
Yes, it does hit me, yeah.
So that's a 5 bludgeoning damage. Next up, this goatling is walking to the cart.
Ah, fuck. I was afraid that might happen.
Lyra,
I think she's very clear on the point that they're not gonna gnaw at her dress this time, right? They're
Trying to attack.
and then the others are being attacked, at least.
yeah, but how does the other one look? It's not like they behaved as they did last time, right?
No, they're definitely not as
She is
nice.
going to cast Sanctuary on herself.
You can
So
cast Sanctuary, yes. DC 12
Yes.
to attack. Wisdom, yes. Okay.
So then she
Flies up.
no.
No.
She well, maybe I should get out first. Yes. No, she's going to her eyes turn up, and then when they come down, it's just pure white in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I use my divine sense to go into a trance. And I have to roll these two.
Ooh, nice. The natural 20.
Alright. And then she is going to step back. And try to get away from these lovely creatures.
Yes.
And
That one which stands in front of you does try to bite you. Let's see if he may bite you. And he may not bite you.
And
His
Lara goes like, no, not today!
his jaws keeps locked. And even if he tries to move his head towards your dress, it's not biting.
You're not getting my clothes today, goat!
So, this one is gonna get closer, and this one also is gonna try to bite at you.
At my dress? No? Okay, so...
It also does not get its mouth open to be able to attack. So it does not. The third one is gonna stand over here. Is gonna use his sling to try and attack you. A wisdom save 16. He may attack.
Yes, he may.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just 30 feet, so it's not disadvantage. 14 to attack. Does it hit?
That misses.
It misses.
This is just like Lyra just walking around the tree trying to dodge and nope, and just
Yeah.
running
Kaelin.
around the tree.
Yeah, I see what's happening over here, and that's no good because I assume he's picking up the cart, trying, like, getting ready to move it.
He's, for now, first standing there.
Alright,
But he is
Kaelin,
definitely focused on the cart, yes.
Kaelin can't really move or shoot from behind the tree, so they have to move. And then they'll shoot. Unfortunately. Let's see. Action.
I
short
will
bow.
make that a 12 at least.
Sure. That's a 17 then.
That's a hit, yes.
Yeah, let me roll the damage. Unfortunately, it is not. There's no rogue extra sneak attack damage because there's no one close by.
No. 6 damage.
6. Yes.
Which is enough for it to drop down.
Good. D. There's not a lot of. That's not a lot of. What should I do? What should I do? I think I'll just stand behind here and hide. I need advantage for that sneak attack, so.
Yeah. Go
so
ahead.
Just, an arrow. Just.
Roll that stealth then. Let's see.
Yep, done.
14.
14.
Okay.
Decent enough.
Sorry?
Decent enough.
Maybe, yeah. This goatling goes stand over here. And is also gonna try to bite you. First the wisdom. A 7. It may not bite you. Procyon.
Procyon is going to move 25 feet back. And then he's going to cast Vicious Mockery again.
Always fun.
Yep. Yep. So I'm going to hit the one in front with Vicious Mockery. So that's a 13 wisdom save.
A 13 wisdom save. Let's see. Natural 20.
Again? Again?
We told you you couldn't even cut butter with those vicious mockeries!
Well, I could say for the least. I've had many years in my life, and I'm pretty sure I have at least bedded your mother. But,
You've tested yourselves on the teeth, Arthur!
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You tested yourselves on diseases, Arthur!
Well, I can be quite resourceful. You'll know the reasons why later, I'm sure, he says. He's very glad that they're following him, to say the least.
There's no more attention at Kalen.
Let's see. Next one up is this one. He's gonna stand there, and is gonna use a sling to try and hit Procyon. With disadvantage.
Don't die, please.
A 14
Yikes.
Yes, it hits.
for 6 bludgeoning.
Alright, guys, guys,
Yes?
I need help, guys.
There's a ranger relatively close by. Please hold.
Well, I got one more goalie.
Do you have healing word?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
Need to get close.
Okay.
At 60 feet range.
Let's see. Next up is another goatling. It's gonna stand there.
Uh-oh.
This one is in ranged. So this is a normal sling attack. 10.
No, it does not hit.
Does not hit. In that case, it's Sanat's turn.
Seeing their attacks at Procyon and this guy just stepping in within her range, or her vision, so they're no longer in cover, she's going to take aim at... that's not how you do it. This guy. And try to hit him with the longbow. Let's see how that goes. Well, would you look at that?
Yay!
Nice.
And which one did you want to hit? Missed it,
This,
sorry. Yeah, okay. Yes?
this one. Yeah, so she holds up her longbow and just pulls it out as far as it goes and just releases the arrow.
Yeah, as soon as you hit, that one is being dragged with the arrow. It's definitely not keep standing.
No.
It does not keep standing, no.
No. And then she quickly calls out to Procyon. You did what with his mother? And that's when you realize she also speaks Sylvan.
Procyon looks over at her and says, I don't know what kind of insults you were expecting, but they aren't supposed to be true. But then again, maybe, he says.
Do all
Nobody
of you
sees
speak
it.
Sylvan?
Yes.
Lyra is just like, I have no clue what's going on.
None of you
And
can
he-
see them, but Caitlin just looks around the corner like, yeah, no truth in it, sure.
Um,
Water in my nose.
now
Careful.
it's his turn. He looks at Procyon. He calls out you should visit his mother!
I should have what?
Visited his mother!
Oh.
And make me a wisdom save.
God.
How much?
What's the DC?
Yeah, what's this?
DC is 11.
11.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
fine.
You're fine, yes.
She was too ugly after she got pregnant. He says.
Even better for her! Then she looks more like you! Lyra.
She's just happily running around. Just to be safe, she's gonna cast Shield of Faith on herself, so she...
Has a plus
Yes.
2 on... Yeah.
And she is going to bolt towards Procyon, who might be in need of some healing later. And I'm just gonna check how far I am now. But they can still do attacks of opportunity.
Oh, they will, yes.
Wisdom saves first.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wisdom saves first, and then
So, first one, top one. 9,
Nope.
fails. Bottom one. 17 is allowed to attack. Tries to bite you. Misses.
Nope. And then she has a Sacred Flame left, because the Shield of Faith was a bonus action. So she'll Sacred Flame this one.
And
And
then
that's-
she can't move 12 squares, I think.
No.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's true. Then I end here.
Okay, yeah.
But she'll Sacred Flame this one. And that's a DC 12 Dexterity save.
Okay. A 20.
Yeah.
That makes it.
just gross. That's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Goatlings.
Mm-hmm.
30 feet.
Wisdom save.
She attacks.
Oh no, you attacked, so it's gone. Yes.
Touch.
A
Sanctuary.
bite. 19.
Well, that hits. How stupid.
You do take the piercing.
Alright.
The other one, one of the other ones, is gonna stand there. This one is gonna bite you as well. 11.
That
Probably misses.
What's your
I thought
AC
you
now,
meant
by the
11
way?
damage.
Wait up. Let's ban something. There you go. Mm-hmm. Switch acting crazy, couldn't join. Why is Switch acting crazy? Anyway, nice you're here. So, the goatling has attacked, it missed. Caleb.
Yes. Which of these two was being insulting?
This one was being insulting.
Can I hit him from this spot? Or is the tree
what's
too
your,
much in the way?
What's your range?
80.
Then you can.
Yeah, just because the tree is right here. That's
Yeah, yes, but you can
Scoot a little
look
bit.
around the tree. It's not.
Oh, okay. So I do have sneak attack now because I hit, I assume, successfully last time.
It wasn't 14, right?
Yes.
Yes, it was enough. Yes.
So I did see that there was a very lovely 20, but if you don't want to use it, then I'll just roll.
You can have the. Well, it's more that I'm gonna use the 20 on the ones who's going to shoot at my lovely goatlings.
That's
If you get
fair.
my drift.
No, that is very fair. I'll just roll with advantage then.
You know, you're gonna do fine, probably.
Probably. Let's see. Beyond 20, I want advantage. Let's see if this works.
This is a hit. Yes. Yes.
On that one, yes. Did I turn sneak attack on? Not automatically. I'll just roll that separately then. That's
Nah,
normal.
it's already enough.
No, let me do my
Yes, you
overkill.
can. You can. Very good. 3 extra damage, showing a total of 11. So you kill him
Yes.
instantly.
Extra dead.
Extra that. Yes.
Pin him to the tree.
And it's
Save a tree, kill a goat.
if you want to.
And yes, I want to describe it. As he's cackling and insulting, there's just suddenly his voice just stops because now there's an arrow through his throat.
Yeah, that'll stop you from that.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Then there's not a lot of sound coming out of it anymore.
No. And yeah, Kalen will just keep doing what they do and scooch over for a bit of better light and hide because rogue.
That's
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
I mean, with the way I've been rolling, you'd think I was the rogue.
Yes. No. That's yeah. A stealth. That's good enough. Yes.
Yeah, with 2 nat 20s, I would have liked those. Yep.
Then it's this goatling. Let's see. It's gonna shout out. It's coming a bit closer, but it's gonna not shout out. So the only person who's gonna hear this is Lyra.
In which language? I don't do
common,
Sylvan.
common. So
Okay.
because they do know you're not speaking Sylvan. Yes, they do know you that. They say something like, "You really had to start." What's the word? What's the word? Annoy our mistress, eh? Now you're gonna pay for it.
Is he like saying it specifically to Lyra or just shouting it? But Lyra's close.
He's actually specifically saying it to Lyra.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're the
okay.
only one who can hear it as well.
Okay.
And that's everything he does, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
Procyon.
Let me first check how far away he is from this guy. Right. So Procyon is going to move 30 feet right here to the other side of this tree. And then he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Okay.
Smart.
And you're still visible on screen, even if you walk away far enough. Yes.
So I get 9.
Did you cast a second level? Or what?
I casted it at first level.
Yeah, we don't have second level yet.
Oh, of course, yes.
So it's just
no?
4.
Yeah.
Oh, just 4? Okay.
Just 4, yes. Because,
It critted for some reason.
yeah, I don't know why.
That's weird.
No clue. Anyway, it's 4 healing.
Okay. Oh, still decent chunk.
So, it's the Goatling's turn now. It's gonna stand there. And it is gonna use its sling again to try to hit you. You're out of range for it, so this was a disadvantage. A 7 is not gonna hit.
Oof, no.
Zana.
Yeah, in true sniper fashion, she's going to, as soon as this goatling comes back out, she's going to try and hit it with the longbow. Just basically
This one?
trying to pick them off.
This one?
Yeah, the one that yeah, that one.
The one that got hurt by the thorns.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she is. Yeah, no,
That's not gonna hit.
No.
You can be lucky that Procyon is on that side
Yeah.
of the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the arrow goes.
It hits
basically
that.
hits
It hits that tree.
Yeah.
Procyon then says, Sana, be careful.
It hits that tree. Lara.
Can't get lucky every time.
Lara.
Just for flavor, she's gonna. I did what to who now? And then she's gonna take out her mace and use her natural 20 to smack this guy on his head.
Yes.
And I'll just roll 2d6 plus 1. So that's the damage.
Let's see first if you hit.
I said that I used
The
my
natural 20. Yes. Yes.
So
It's
7 damage.
7 damage. That's gonna kill it.
And then she'll cast Shield of Faith. No, not Shield of Faith, Sanctuary again on herself.
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
Okay.
And
If you still have spell slot for it, I'm completely fine with it.
now I am all out.
Okay.
So she just stands there and thinks, well, I should probably walk away, and she'll start running 30 feet.
It is gonna try to bite you.
Of course.
Um,
But first, wisdom,
why?
because I just did sanctuary.
Shield of Fate, right? Or what?
No, sanctuary, and
Sanctuary.
shield of faith. I have two.
I think you can only use one bonus action.
No,
Yeah, but
you
I
had
already
Shield of
had
Fate
before.
previously.
Oh,
I
so
already
she
had
had
it.
Shield of
Yeah.
Faith. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's not gonna allow to be biting. No. But it is gonna try to follow you, and still tries to bite you.
Wisdom again.
Wisdom again. And nope, not gonna allow to bite. In that case, it's Kaelin's turn.
Yeah, I'll see that happening. I'll move
Lyra
closer.
still has her eyes wide, by the way, just because it's cool.
Yep.
Let's see. That one's not within range. That one is. Yeah, I'll shoot.
Yes. That's a hit, yes.
And that is with sneak attack, but first let me roll this. And then
Four.
let me roll this.
8 damage
Yay.
in total.
Mm-hmm.
That is a kill.
Yeah, Kaelin is just going like dead. Dead. Just yeah.
They don't like it.
Very
They don't
very
like it.
very trained, very methodical
Yeah.
that they're doing that.
Yeah.
It's a bit scary if you're not used to seeing him like that.
So there's two goatlings left
I
now.
still have my bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah, do your bonus.
You can even walk a bit more if you want.
Exactly. I'm going to walk close to Witton and see what the fuck's up.
Okay. He's lying tied on the back of a cart. Yeah, laying there.
Yeah, but not clearly. I don't know, extremely pale or some
No,
blood
no,
or anything
no,
else
no,
that I
no,
couldn't
no,
see.
No.
Yeah, then I'll walk around and take cover from, I guess, this small tree so that guy doesn't.
Okay. Yes.
But these two, yeah, they can try, or no, this one can try and get me.
No, this one is.
I am no longer hidden.
Charge at Lyra. And standing over here.
Did he react to what she said?
No, not specifically, no. Procyon.
Right. Okay. Procyon is going to cast Earth Tremor.
Fun.
Yep, he's going to have to move forward to do that because it's got a 10-foot range, and he's going to risk doing that as your because the wisdom's not fucking working, so he doesn't have a lot of other options. He's got a lot of wisdom spells. I need to change that later on. Anyway, Procyon moves forward to be 10 feet away, so he's going to move. Actually, if he moves, he's going to move right here, which is 40 feet, so he's going to move right here. To move right here,
Yes.
and then actually he has to move a little closer, right there.
No, you don't. For 10-foot range.
It's a 10-foot range,
There's
so
fine.
that's fine.
Yeah, 10-foot range. Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he is
it's
going to cast Earth Tremor, which is a 13 dex save.
a dex save. It is a magical effect, something.
Yes.
A 21.
Oh my god!
I
yeah,
think he
it's
makes
not
that.
Procyon day.
As
really not his day.
Procyon casts Earth Tremor, the earth underneath him starts to shake. However, this goatling doesn't seem to be affected by this shaking.
No, sorry.
We're very close now.
Yep. Well, I was banking on the fact that the dex save was not going to be passed, so I'm pretty fucked, I think.
Yeah, a bit.
Does it? Okay, because it made it safe, it doesn't get any damage or effect, right?
Let me check again.
Usually it's half.
So Earth,
if
it
you-
says
I think it's a
you
cantrip.
cause. It says no, it's not a cantrip.
It's not?
Earth Tremor is a first level spell. I think you're thinking of a different one, but you cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 1d6
Oh, it's
bludgeoning
multiple
damage and is
creatures,
knocked
yes.
prone. If the ground in the area is loose, earth, or stone, it becomes difficult terrain until cleared, with each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
Okay, so it's
So
it is difficult
regardless,
terrain
it
now.
becomes difficult terrain. Yes,
Yeah.
difficult terrain.
But seeing you're standing just 1 square away from it,
Yeah, 10
it can
feet
just
away.
come closer and try to bite you. A 6 is not gonna hit. You're lucky.
Procyon
can-
dodging these attacks.
Can I explain what Procyon does?
Yes.
So as this goatling moves forward past the earthen tremor to bite him, Procyon is going to snatch his hand back. In a very big flurry, snatching it back, like a toddler would away from its parent's hand. Like, ew, get away from me.
Yeah. I thought you liked being bitten by goatlings.
Hardly. That's why I left his mother, other than being ugly.
Zana.
Yeah. Clearly annoyed at having hit a tree and not a goatling last time. She's gonna try and... She grits her teeth and is going to try and hit the one that is closest to Procyon. Trying really hard not to hit Procyon.
If you hit me, I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna be so mad.
Oh yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
I have a cured wound banked here to try and save him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's see. Please don't be in that one. Nope, but
That-
is a 25.
That's gonna hit, yes.
Yeah. For 10 damage.
Nice.
That's a lot of damage. You do kill this one, yes.
Yeah. You just hear a muttered "vindicated" from the tree.
And then it's Lara's turn.
He basically puts on her hand for her comrades to like stop, don't shoot yet. And then she says to the goatling, "Look around, you're all alone. I don't know anything about your mistress of what I've done, but if you tell me about it, I'll let you go."
Kaelin.
Let's see. Can I walk over here and hide for my bonus action,
Yes.
and then hold my attack for if it doesn't answer, if it doesn't seem amenable to
Yes.
Lyra's.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that then.
You're hidden, yes. Yes. And the goatling immediately tries to bite.
Yeah, so as soon as I see that it's not listening.
Wisdom
It's not gonna be
0.
able to bite, but you can fire, yes.
Yeah. I mean, you'd asked for it. Here we go. Actions. Advantage. Short bow. Wow, that's
A
low.
21
I
hits,
want to
yes.
ask something. I kind of want to spare the dying immediately when I see that arrow hit the goatling. So
Then-
just that DM knows that.
Then roll me the damage.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be dead immediately. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's why spare the dying.
Yeah, but that's if it's insta dead, it's not gonna.
Roll me the sneak.
Yeah, there we go.
It's stabilized.
Ah, there we go.
Procyon. Let's go out of initiative, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Procyon is gonna be like, dirty things. And then he looks at his clothes and he's like, tattered. I'm probably going to have to get new ones. I did like these. He's going to be complaining and muttering as he's moving forward to the cart where Witton is.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as you get there, Ken is like, everything okay? And Kalen was still hidden.
Lyra will get
Procyon
her.
is going to be like, he's going to have his rapier out and he's like, hoo before he realizes it's Kalen's voice and he's like, you need to stop scaring me like that.
Lyra will call for Zana.
Yep.
Once she's taking out a rope and asks her, "Could you help me tie this one up? He's still alive. I need to ask him some questions."
Of course I can. And yeah, she comes over and helps tying up this goatling.
Roll me a
Out of that?
a
Survival?
let's do survival. Yes, let's do survival.
And obviously she will guide you.
Yes.
Lyra will
Thing?
guide you when you do it.
So that is a
Yeah, that one is tied up. Yeah.
23.
Yeah, that one is tied up. Plus plus the D4, but yes.
Yeah.
Could you help me drag him to the cart? I know he smells and that it's awful, but
that does not bother me in the least.
I'll explain
How-
why later.
Yeah, how big is this thing?
It's a halfling size.
Okay.
It's not.
So she
it's,
has
it's,
no.
Yes, it's. I think it's small actually as well. Let me check.
Halflings
Yes,
are
it's small.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so she has no problems just hoisting it up and
Oh no,
over
you
her
can
shoulder,
easily carry it.
and
Yes.
Nice.
then walks down to the cart and
Which is almost completely occupied by a person laying in the cart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Procyon is going to pick up Witton and put him on his back.
as you do that, you first hear a thump as Sana unceremoniously drops the goatling on the ground, and then she holds out her hands, and you see this green light between her hands, and you hear just low mutterings before she puts her hands on your shoulder, and you feel this warmth as she casts Cure Wounds on Procyon. For how much do I do?
7 healing, very nice.
That means
Yeah.
I'm right as rain. I'm back to normal.
Yeah.
Halen kind of nudges the goatling, like, thought I shot this guy through the heart.
I had to save him because he said something I need to ask some questions about. If he doesn't answer, then we'll just stab him again or something.
No, that's not the
Procyon
point.
is going to perk up a bit as he says, before we leave, I do remember we left one of our bags on the road over there before we started to try and
Yeah.
sneak over, so we should probably get that. He says as he is now slowly lumbering with Witton on his back.
Oh, I could you leave him on the cart for a second? I just want to check if he's okay with just a medical check, basically.
Well, you can check him, but he's not going to put him down with the filthy, half-dead goatling.
The
in the cart.
goatling is on the ground.
The goatling is on the ground currently.
Okay, so Procyon's going to put him back onto the cart to have them check how he is.
Yes.
Okay.
And obviously I'm gonna guide myself into this because
Yeah.
you know.
While you do that, Sana runs up to where you left her bag and grabs it. And then runs back.
I'm gonna be collecting arrows because
You
I
need to
shot
keep.
quite a few.
You need to keep your arrows yourself. The amount of arrows.
Yes,
and all.
I'm doing. So I'm collecting them again.
Okay. Yeah.
How many do I find?
Half.
I hate that. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you do find more, but some of them are stuck in bodies of goatlings.
Yeah, or broken
And if
off.
you try to pull them out, you break them. The arrowhead breaks off or something.
A lot of arrows also break on impact. Well,
Yeah, or
Yeah.
broken on impact or something. It's yeah. Half of them are
As-
usable still.
As people are checking on how Witton is doing, Procyon is going to walk up to one of the goatlings and he's going to take their sling.
The what?
they're
He's
sling.
going to take he's
A
going to
sling.
take their
Yes.
sling.
Okay.
You hear a low, once again, low muttering, but not the kind sort, as Sana stands by the tree just carving the arrowhead out of the bark with a knife.
Okay. In the meantime, Lyra is investigating Witton.
Yeah,
And
about that,
Yes.
she would be specifically looking if he, like if he got knocked on the head or something, and if they have to be careful with something, or if there's just something strange about him, in general that would normally not be there.
he's asleep.
And was he knocked, or is it something?
It's probably
Magical.
something magical.
Okay.
It looks like it's not just normal sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely looks like like something magical.
All right.
How many sling bullets did I recover from all of the fallen?
Bullets?
Just
Little
pebbles.
stones?
Just pebbles, right?
Pebbles? Yeah, it's mostly just pebbles. They have, between them all, they have about 100 pebbles, which are being used as sling shots.
Okay, Procyon is going to take those and put them into the bag that Zana brought back as he clicks 100 times. Before he goes back over to Witton and asks, how is he doing?
At that point, Lyra starts slightly slapping him in the face and shaking him a bit to see if she can wake him up.
You cannot.
So it's not a sleep spell?
Nope.
All right. I think he's under some sort of spell because he's very, very sound asleep, and I'm not able to wake him. But
Sleep spell is
Far as-
also only 1 minute.
Procyon nods before he goes, we should probably take him back then. And I'm not carrying the ugly, filthy, blood-covered goat. As he
No,
says this, he picks up Witton again.
I just want to ask him some questions here, but I'm not really good at interrogating or anything, but I would want your advice on how to handle. I don't want to drag him with us at all, because he shouted at me that I'd upset his master or his mistress or
you-
something.
Are you
And
aware of a powerful being within this forest? You did say that you lived here.
yeah, no. So I was very surprised that he said that. And I don't really know what he meant, so I'd like to know what he meant.
I will do my best to help you. Let us try and wake up this goat then, he says as he slaps the goat in the face.
I mean, he's barely stable, so please don't actually hurt him, because we can't really ask him questions then.
No,
Oh,
I'll
no.
stand by for when you need some more finesse, and I'll just get out a dagger and start cleaning my nails with it just behind them.
He
In
wakes up.
full view of this goatling.
He
But
wakes
not,
up.
And Lyra just turns towards him, and not really in a threatening way, but more in like a reasonable, you don't really have a lot of options here way, and just says,
Procyon is gonna do good cop, bad cop with you, so he's gonna be glaring at this thing intimidatingly.
and she repeats herself, well, that didn't go as we planned, so let's try one last time, now without you being able to bite me. So, who is this mistress? What did I do? Can I make it up? I don't know. Oh, and they will stab you if you bite me again, just so you know.
I will stab you.
Then what is it
Procyon
for me?
We
We
will
will
not
let you
kill
go.
you.
You think I'm afraid of death?
But
how about this then? We will kill you, or we will kill you in the most painless way possible.
This is
I
taking
will
way too long.
take your ears, and then I will take your legs, and then I will take your arms. Then I will leave you there in the forest, legless, armless,
And you think I'm
earless.
still alive after that?
I will make it so you're alive. I'll make it so my friend over here has to constantly do constantly do spare the dying on you to keep you alive.
This is not gonna lead
Try me.
anywhere.
Try
No.
me.
how
well,
about I
Procyon
just
says
give
as he
you a good
stabs him in the leg.
well,
Who's first?
I was gonna ask, does this count as a humanoid?
No.
They're fey.
Ah.
They're Fae.
Well, I was going to more like would charm person work on it.
No.
Okay.
So Procyon's now going to cut through their leg with his dagger.
Now, will roll me an attack.
yet.
That's damage.
Oh,
okay.
well,
as
no, that's my dagger. It's not damage. I rolled to hit.
Then what did you roll? Why
But
is
you
it
rolled.
a 4? You rolled a 4, it seems.
I rolled a 4, and then it's a +3.
I'm not sure
Why
why.
is it? Why is it green?
Then? Yes, that's what I wondered.
Because I have to roll a d4, and since it hit a 4, it's green.
You
Because I
roll,
hit the max.
but it's not a D4, which it says.
Well, when I look over it, it says
Rolling D20.
I rolled a 4, and then
Yeah.
it did a 3.
It does say that. I don't know why it says a green 4.
No, it's
because I have a +3 to hit.
yes.
So I rolled a. So
But
I must have rolled.
for hitting, you roll a D20, and it says on if I hover over it on
1 + 3 = 4 + 3. So I rolled a 1, and then the +3 happened. So then it did a 4, and then it did an extra +3 because I did a 4.
No, the +3 which it says is the +3 which is mentioned in the back as well. So I'm not sure why it shows up as a.
This isn't going
3.
right. That's
I don't know what's happening.
If you're rolling a 7 total to hit, it's gonna miss.
Just roll d20 again.
yes.
Well, I'll just roll it. I'll just
Roll a
roll
d20 again. A 14 is gonna hit, yes.
Well, he
roll
is
me the
tied up
damage
and
then.
on the ground, so
Roll me a damage then.
Technically, you would have advantage, so yeah.
yep.
A 4 damage. It's knocked out again.
It's
Yeah, it's
3
better
damage.
dying.
But,
Spare the dying.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
It does not have a leg.
ouch.
I just wanted to give him some things to chew on, but I don't think cutting off stuff is going to help getting my answer.
I think he's put me through a lot today, so I
Then
at least
he's
deserve it.
You basically see Lyra's arm still bleeding. And her feathers are all covered in blood.
Okay, can I try something here?
Yes,
Let
of
me just.
course.
I'm gonna sit next to the goatling. Can someone wake him up again? Somehow.
Lyra will just slap him softly just to wake him
yeah,
up.
you've managed to wake him up. Let's say you managed to wake him up.
So I'll
Yep,
switch to
Rostian's now
Sylvan.
holding up his leg.
Yeah. I'll switch to Sylvan. Look, this can end in a whole bunch of ways. What would you want in exchange for this information?
I don't know.
No?
No.
Probably you have better
I have
goals than
oh,
just
oh,
serving
I
this
have something.
mistress, right?
I have something.
I'm not in for your jokes today, so if it's something obscene or vulgar or jokey,
I'll keep my mouth shut now.
good. So, I mean, you could be servicing this mistress for the rest of your life and probably get killed by people very much like us. Or you could just tell this lovely siren what you meant by mistress. That's all that she wants to know, who your mistress is. That's all, then you can...
She'll find out.
Yeah, we'd like to find out now, because you started about it, so...
Listen, Lyra is the only one that wants to keep you alive right now. So it is in your best interest.
And she's not understanding anything that's been said right now. So she's just watching.
You think it better?
Oh, we just want to know. I'm a very curious person.
Good luck with that.
Rostian's
such
gonna
a bit-
look over at Kaelin and like, can I just shoot him now? Can I kill him? I
Yeah,
don't.
one more second.
1.
Very funny. Just... Why is this a secret?
It's not a secret.
Why don't you tell it?
Because I don't want to.
Fair enough, and I just slit his throat.
Roll me damage.
Well, first to attack, I guess.
Do
but
it an attack. I guess you're gonna hit.
It is with advantage,
Yes.
So let's see. And I mean, I'm sitting right next to. He can't dodge exactly.
Yes.
but-
So yeah, roll with advantage if you hit.
Okay, that's just dagger. Yeah. That's gonna hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yes. Roll me
And
damage.
there's
Lyra
yeah.
is already jumping again because she still wants to ask questions. So spare
No,
the
no.
dying is at the ready again.
No, I will stop her and say he's not gonna say anything.
No, but even not me. What about why they took Witton? Maybe
Was
he
it-
will say about
They
that. And
took
she
him to the mistress of whoever this mistress is. They wanted him in particular. But they're not going to give us any more information. We already killed him twice.
Yeah, I think he's also dead now.
Yes, he's dead.
She just sighs. Well, I could pull the cart if we could just lay Witton in it.
It's alright. Witten's already in it, so Procyon's gonna lift up the cart and he's gonna go, "Don't worry about it, I've got it."
And you're gonna walk back to the Sour Vintage, I suspect.
Yeah. Can I just one question?
She's holding her wing a little bit in front of her and just trying to cover her wound.
One question quick,
Yeah.
Kaelan, to Procyon and Zana. These guys were Fae, aren't you two Fae as well?
We are not Fae. We are created by the goddess Thylia as nymphs. We are unique.
Okay.
You could perhaps say that we're something in between.
We are
Alright.
of nature, but clearly quite sentient. It is a grey matter, but I like to think I am not.
It's just a bit weird seeing Fae killing Fae, so that's why I asked.
What did he say? I didn't understand anything you were.
Oh, haha, I'm not gonna say anything, haha. Basically.
Okay. That does sound like Goatling.
Procyon's gonna turn the cart around as he's pulling it back towards the main street.
Back to Sour Vintage, which I think the DM is waiting for to end today's session or not.
We will end at Sour Vintage, yes.
Yeah.
So you're going back to the Sour Vintage?
Lyra won't fly anymore and she'll just clutch her wings.
I assume none of the goatlings have any info on them, right?
As Lyra is clutching her wound a bit, Procyon, as he's pulling the cart, he's saying, "Come closer," as he waves a hand over at Lyra.
I assume you want to heal it?
Yep, Procyon is gonna keep waving her over.
Because if that's what you want to do, I'd rather not, but I don't mind coming closer, and then she comes closer.
Are you sure you don't want to be healed?
Let's just say I have a sense of that this is gonna happen a lot, and now I have the time to really feel this and make sure it gets a little bit more that I can get used to it instead of when it's all panic and chaos or something. So I'll heal eventually.
Procyon looks to the side as he says, he's very confused as the conclusion that you've come to, and he says, "Do you want to feel pain?"
It helps me remember that there are important things in life that you shouldn't take for granted or forget.
Procyon will look to the side again He's tilted his side to the right, and now he's going to be tilting his head to the left, and he goes, "Right." Before he stops the cart outside, and he will pick up Witton, as he says, "Well, if you don't need to be healed, please be sure to get enough rest."
I appreciate it. I'll rest.
I think you're gonna take Witton inside?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dump
him on his bed. Probably.
As soon as you walk inside with Witton on your back, Kyra will follow you upstairs. What happened? What happened?
Goatlings, they were trying to take him. Something about their mistress.
Seriously? She's already after you?
Who? He
Lysteria.
never told us who. Oh, my. Procyon says his eyes widen. Oh, so we've gone at that.
Who did you say?
Lysteria.
The goddess.
Yes.
I pissed off Lutheria?
I don't know. Did you?
All of us.
What?
All of us, I think.
You did kill the boar. Didn't you? Yes, you did. Yesterday.
Yeah, but the goatlings were talking to me in particular that, well, let's just say the goatlings have been annoying me for a very long time, so I just assumed that I. Hmm,
I think they were talking to all of us, because why else would they take Witton here?
true.
If they were mad at you, they would have kidnapped you in particular.
Or maybe they were just annoyed with me and Witten had something they needed.
Well, we'll see probably tomorrow, hopefully when he wakes up. Then we can also ask him why the fuck he went out alone in the first place.
Yeah, maybe we should, take watch. Just, to see if none of us wander around, even if it's sleepwalking or something.
Yes. Procyon will sit up as he's laying Witten down in the bed, and he will say, I will keep watch. I don't exactly need that much sleep. And I am nocturnal after all.
You are?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I am a nymph
right.
of the night sky.
Right, yeah.
I
Sorry,
adjusted
forgot.
to. Procyon will then say, I have adjusted to mortal dynamics.
So you
So,
did. So you did get back at the beginning of the evening.
Yep.
You will be getting food and stuff at the Sour Vintage again. And the evening you can do whatever you want. Probably take watch for some time. As well as sleeping for the rest. That's gonna be the night, and Kyra is clear that tomorrow she does want to go to the Oracle, because she hasn't heard from her for 2 weeks now, and she is a bit worried about the Oracle as well.
That's disturbing news.
Mm-hmm.
Lara tries to basically bandage her wound a bit and just make sure she can get a night's sleep. And that everything's clean.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zana makes sure to wash the goat blood out of her hair before going to bed, because she did haul a bleeding goat on her shoulder.
That's gonna be appreciated, yes.
I think Procyon is also going to clean himself, because his outfit's going to be pretty nasty from getting hit by those slings, as well as cutting that goatling's leg off.
Mm-hmm.
And is somehow without a speck of blood on them, even after slitting someone's throat.
Yeah. I think that's today's session then.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We will be playing again in 2 weeks. And hopefully then we can go to the Oracle. Getting you further into the story. Yes.
That's it.
That's it for today, I think. Anyone's wanting to tell something about their character still? What they think currently?
Impatience.
Procyon hates slings. He hates slings and goatlings.
Slight panic on what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, a lot of good things. For me, at least. In 2 weeks, we'll go to the Oracle, hopefully, and we will continue then.
Yeah.
I do thank you all for the session.
This was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yep.
We can all bash up on Witten when he wakes up.
And he knows what has happened, or at least a part of what he did. I told him personally, so he knows why he left and what he did. I will tell him to watch this session back, so he knows what you've done, and what has happened to him after that, so everyone's on the same page. And in 2 weeks you can go and interrogate Witton why he left.
Why did you do it?
I do need to thank Sirenscape because I did use their sounds a lot. The goatlings and the sound of the forest and everything. Yes, I think that's mostly it. Tomorrow I will continue writing the story in the overview in there, so people can read it if they have questions on what happened. But that's something I'll do tomorrow probably. Yeah, I do wish you all a very nice weekend.
Same.
And I will speak to you all in 2 weeks.
Yep, until then.
Until then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 And for the stream, I do hope you enjoyed this session as well. I will be playing again in 2 weeks then. Hopefully with all of us. I expect we will be playing with all of us again. We will be going to the Oracle. The group will find out what's happened to the Oracle in the last 2 weeks. And hopefully they will manage to do something against it. For now, I will see if I can find someone we can raid. Let's see if there is someone we can raid. I do want to go to someone who's playing D&D. Let's see if there is someone not in my own set, but I do have a Dragonlords games, which have been which had a Kickstarter campaign running for a campaign which they have set up. I will send us that way. I need this page. I need to do this. Lord Games. And we are currently collecting all the raiders. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope to see you again in 2 weeks at least. If there are people who want to join a campaign with me, let me know. I do try to set up a campaign for the Tuesday evenings every week, starting with Out of the Abyss. I might start playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey again for people to collect channel points so they can give advantage to people. But not sure when that will be played. For now, I do wish you all a very nice evening, day, whatever. Sorry, needed a studio mode. I do wish you all a good evening, good day, good whatever you have, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.